Hi everyone, Chichi Art here again, and this is day 2 of forcing myself to learn digital painting by painting still lifes. And today I'm painting a garlic, and I just wanted to actually use this moment to talk about how much I love garlic. So I'm Nigerian, and in Nigeria we have this sort of like hatred for garlic. Like when I was younger, everybody is like, oh, if you eat garlic your mouth is gonna smell for like eternity or something like that. And I'm like, so it kind of made me hate garlic. But when I remember when I came to Canada and I tasted this like garlic roasted potatoes, and it was so good. I fell in love with it, and my mom was still like, like, oh, don't eat garlic, don't eat garlic. And I was like, you know what, like I just have to say that I love garlic, and at this point I don't care what anybody says anymore. But yeah, so to the video, I actually just wanted to use this opportunity to talk about perfectionism. And before I actually go ahead, I just want to give a shout out to somebody who commented on my last video, and I just want to say thank you so much to Starlit Mini Stories for the feedback on the thumbnail. I'm not that great at thumbnails, but I'm gonna do my best to make my thumbnails a bit better. So thank you so much for your feedback and for your lovely comments, and thank you to everyone who watched my last video. I really appreciate it. And so talking of perfectionism, I just want to talk about how perfectionism really delayed my art progress since I started drawing. And I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, but I have been officially like learning art for like maybe 5 years now. I think I started 2020, which is the COVID era. And what I would say is that for somebody who has been like learning art for 5 years and not just drawing out of like a hobby, you would expect that person to have like a level of proficiency in arts. But because of perfectionism, I was not able to basically progress in the way that I wanted to. Like, I still can't draw figures and human beings that well. And it is one of my art goals this year. I think I said it in my last video. So I am looking forward to, just pushing past perfectionism and just starting and just doing it, basically. So perfectionism for me is, I think somebody said it better, where the person was like, oh, perfectionism is not drawing over and over again until it's good. Is more like you can't draw, like you can't start the painting. And it was actually how I felt before starting this garlic study. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like there's so much colors, there's so much values, like how am I ever gonna do this? Like, I don't think I've done something like this before. Like, most of the paintings I've painted are mostly either like matte surfaces or like reflective surfaces. I haven't dealt with like because garlic is kind of transparent, like the skin is transparent, so I haven't dealt with a surface like this. So basically having all these like parts that are kind of transparent and like are kind of reflecting, not reflecting, but like where lights kind of goes through it and scatters through it. I've not done something like this before, and I was really, really scared of starting this painting. I was like, oh my gosh, like, should I just do this one, or should I just go find like maybe a banana or a lemon to paint? But I decided that, what, I don't care if it comes out bad, I don't care if it comes out good. The point is that I have to do it so that I can at least learn. And I did learn something when painting this garlic. I finally understood how, like how like transparent materials kind of work. Not very well, but at least I have gotten somewhere with my understanding, I like to think. And yeah, but sadly though, I think I lost some footage. Like I think you guys will see it somewhere. I think I lost the footage when I was painting. I went out to buy a drink, and when I came back, I forgot to play the screen recording. But yeah, so talking about perfectionism delaying my art progress, it also put me in this cycle of stopping and starting over. I mean, like, let's be honest, COVID was a time when it was like really stressful, especially for me. At that time, I was finishing, I think I was in my second year of high school, and I did not do well with online classes. I hated online classes so much. And during everything, like, there was just this point in time where I wouldn't say depressed, because that is a very, very strong word, and I don't like to claim like, depression like so easily and things like that. But there was a point in time where I was just so unmotivated and I didn't want to do anything, and drawing was one of them. I just couldn't draw for like 6 months. I think I didn't draw for 6 months, and I started again on September 2021, when I started like drawing again. And then perfectionism then came in, when, like, because at the time I started drawing, like, one thing about drawing is that when you start off without knowing like any of the fundamentals, it's so fun, it's so like you enjoy yourself when you're drawing. But like, once you know the fundamentals, it can be a blessing and a curse, because now you know where you want to go. But at the same time, when you don't see those results, you just start to be like, oh my gosh, like, I'm a failure, like, I can't do this, like, art is not for me, drawing is not for me, and things like that. And that was what I was going through. I was kind of like, oh, I know the fundamentals, but like, my hand is just not, shading the right way, or my hand is just not like drawing this cube the right way, and things like that. And it's kind of made me feel like, is art even for me? And I was always comparing myself to all these seasoned artists. And the thing about that is that those artists, they have already had their failures. So I would always reprimand myself that, like, who am I to be comparing myself to like Jess Carp or Proco or Greg Simpkins, I think that's his name, or Patsu X. Like, who am I to be comparing myself to these people? Like, I haven't even gone anywhere in my arts journey, and they have had like thousands of mistakes. So I should also have my own thousands of mistakes before I can be as good as them, or be as good as I want. And I watched like tons and tons of videos that were just like advising, people to not have like a perfectionist mindset. And I think that was what kind of helped me. I started to just sketch. I started to just draw like anything that I like wanted to draw. And I also had intentional practices too. It wasn't just like, mindless sketching. But the thing was that I stopped looking for aesthetic on my sketchbooks and on my like paintings. I was like, okay, you know what, like, the reason why I am drawing this is to learn like maybe anatomy, or to learn values, or to learn construction. I am not looking, to make it like so aesthetic and so pretty and everything. And by the way, a sketchbook is a sketchbook. It's not supposed to have like, you can have like final illustrations, but for me, I just had to like put it in my mind that, that this is a sketchbook. It's meant to have all my trash and also my treasures. So yeah, so that's the mindset that basically kind of helped me. And now I am fully I would say with my full chest, that I am fully against perfectionism. I don't mind like, other like people like wanting their paintings to be perfect, or wanting their drawings to be perfect, or even wanting their sketches to be perfect. I don't mind that. But for me, I am kind of fully against perfectionism. If my painting doesn't turn out the way I want it to turn out, then that's fine. I can just draw it again. And that is a mindset that I am getting used to. And I really hope that this little story or this little ramble can, help some artists to realize that, yeah, some things are just not really meant to be perfect, and perfectionism can delay. It can put you in an endless loop. It can put you in an endless cycle. So just, if you need to draw something, just go for it. And another thing that I will just add before I leave you guys is this idea of self-deprecation. Like, I have a self-deprecating humor, I will be honest. Like when somebody draws something and I'm kind of like, oh, I can't even draw a stick man. I have that kind of humor, but it is something that I am consciously trying to stop. And I would also advise a lot of people to try and stop. Like, it's okay to comment that once in a while, but if some people are making that, oh, I can draw a circle, I can draw this, I can draw that, like self-deprecating, I feel like it's that sometimes it can affect your mindset. Sometimes it can affect your mindset. Like, you can compliment somebody without, putting yourself down. And it can give you, I would say it did give me the whole thing with perfectionism, where I will compliment somebody and say that, oh, I can't even do this. And then in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I really can't do this. And yeah, so that's something that I would say, or I would advise people to, just look into it. Like, if you're somebody who is kind of just sees it as something funny, then sure. But if you're somebody who says it and a little part of you believe it, then I'll advise you to, maybe stop, right? And yeah. So I'm gonna leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little ramble, this little talk. And just tell me what you think about perfectionism in the comment section. How did it affect you? Like, how did you overcome it? Or if you have not overcome it, like, how is it affecting you now? And are you really, like, looking to overcome this perfectionism? And how are you gonna work on that? So yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you. Goodbye.